can't do this right now.
We can't do
it. Wow.
I'm running out of pictures of Owen Wilson, okay?
Oh, God.
Wow.
That's what you actually tuned in for with this Q&A. It's just us going, wow.
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 Welcome, one and all, to the season finale Guildhall / Q&A for Omens of Ruin, Season 1. As always, I am Marty. I'm your guildmaster. And as always, I am joined by my 3 lovely players. Say hi, 3 lovely players.
Hi, 3 lovely players.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've gotten to do that bit. I missed it. Guys, Season 1, it's out and in the books. We did it.
Woohoo!
It's crazy. I didn't think we would get this far, to be honest.
In what way? Should I be offended right now?
No. It was like, was I going to be able to actually get this done?
Yes. Indeed.
And we
very relatable.
We did it. It's all done. All 11 episodes of it. It's
goes to 11.
10, but we should talk. Since we didn't do a proper guild hall for episode 11, I guess we could talk about that episode. Have you guys listened to it recently? It's been a hot minute since we recorded all that.
I remember it. I haven't listened to it again recently. I'm waiting until it comes out on Spotify so I can boost the Australians who are listening to it number.
Smart.
That's a real one. Shout outs to a real one.
Real one.
Thank you. But I remember most of it, I think.
Same. Haven't listened to it yet, but waiting.
I remember some of it. I haven't listened to it yet, though.
Oh boy, here we go. Well, I've listened to it insane amount of times. So
I wonder why.
So the first 30 to 40 minutes of this episode is actually 2 sub-episodes that I sat Benny and Xtina down and recorded something, and then I sat Silvia down separately and recorded something else. So if it's like, oh wow, like people are just like not chiming in or saying anything, it's because some people weren't even in the room. But we got the resolution of the big combat in episode 10. You know, you guys successfully rescued Phalanx and you met a mysterious cloaked figure, because this wouldn't be a TTRPG campaign without some sort of mysterious cloaked figure, right? Like,
Of course.
Obviously.
Mystery.
in retrospect, probably could have held the mystery of that guy up a little longer, but I was like, no, I just want to play with my little toys.
That's valid.
My little dolls. Do.
My little dolls.
It's your story, and you'll tell it now.
Cass and Mal, you guys kind of dealt with the fallout of completing the mission and learned a little bit more because it was kind of throughout the season. There's been this sort of like Silvia knows a little bit more than what you guys know, but collectively you guys know just about zilch about what's actually going on. So the Cass and Mal portion of this sort of first half of the episode was kind of, how do we get these two sort of more on the same page? And it's like, well, why don't we introduce somebody that knows what's going on, but won't say anything actually actionable or important yet.
Of course.
You gotta keep some of the mystery in the dungeon.
I see who's did there.
And then the other half, Silvia, of course. Another dream sequence, because we don't have enough of those in the show yet.
No.
You know, my favorite thing, just dropping the, hey, you're dreaming again, and then I just throw in that one piano track.
Oh,
That's like,
hey, it's a goodie.
It's traumatizing Silvia time.
Yay!
Yeah.
It's Sylvia's trauma leitmotif. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk about what Silvia looked like as a human.
Oh yeah.
I need fan art. Fan artist, where are you at?
Fan artists, get on it.
I need to see
Rise
what the
up.
humans look like.
Oh, well, let me see. If I can put together a basic reference, I can probably commission some artists at the next convention I go to.
Unless
I love commissioning artists.
I love
Hell yeah.
buying art.
Yeah.
Guys, regular show just came back recently.
Pardon? Oh, yeah, it did! Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
How timely.
Truly.
I know, right?
When I initially imagined her appearance as a human, one thing I really like about Charcadet's design is the little smoky fire, almost like ponytail that it has. So I envision Silvia having quite curly hair that she also often kept in a ponytail. Because when I think about like smoke, I think about how it like wisps around, and that kind of looks like curly hair. So that was like the one design thing I knew human Silvia had to have. She gotta have them curls.
Oh, heck yeah.
100%. And also, we got the first on-screen appearance physically of Jirachi.
Woo!
Welcome to the show. Special guest. I brought Jirachi in here.
Special guest.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I'm a big fan. Oh my god.
Hi.
Everyone,
your tummy.
welcome in God.
Shoulders up only, please.
That scene is one of my favorite scenes in the season, I think, just because of the music behind it. Like I don't know what came over me the day that I recorded that, but I was like, I have a vision. And then I put it together, and then I put it in the track, and I literally started crying. I was like, this is perfect.
So cute.
Hey, that's the best time is when inspiration strikes exactly like that. You're just like, I know exactly what's going here.
Right, yeah.
It's doing this thing to me where it's making me emotional about things that haven't happened yet, because I know I'm going to put that theme in other places in the show, and it's going to hurt. So be on the lookout for that.
I'm so ready for heartbreak.
Everybody get hype. And then we kind of jump cut a bit. You guys get back together. I don't remember how long it was in between like the solo recordings and then having the group back together. But we were in such a weird, like, I don't even remember when we recorded these episodes, or this episode singular. But it felt like a weird like time jump in between the two.
Yeah.
September 19th.
Dang.
That feels like so long ago. But it really actually wasn't even that long ago.
I don't know. It's May now.
9-ish months?
8 months.
8 months?
8 months. As someone who has a tiny creature that will be 7 months next week on the 20th.
Aw.
That's true. I don't know. We haven't brought that up in recorded like things that are out yet, but congratulations, Xtina, on being a new mother in the time between recording and release of the show.
Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations.
It was funny though, like back when we were recording, it was just like, okay, we have to wrap this up by this time because I could go into labor any day now. And then literally 1 month later, it was like, and labor.
And here we
labor.
are. Whoa, labor upon ye.
And now in season 2, whenever that does eventually come out, every so often Froakie makes an appearance.
Baby Froakie.
When baby Froakie's not being watched by mother-in-law, which will probably happen hopefully as often as I can have it happen. But, you know, that's what editing's for when we can.
Mm-hmm.
True. Just little cameos here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know. This episode was a lot of fun. I think it speaks for itself. I think it's one of the best episodes in the season, as finales should often be. Any thoughts on the episode? Any predictions for what's going on next? Did you guys hear the like post-credits stuff that I put together? I know I send you guys clips like all the freaking time.
Oh yeah, I listened at some point that I cannot exactly recall, but I know I listened.
I haven't had a chance to yet, but I was kind of busy here and there. But I'm going to.
Oh, good. Then there's some treats in there for you guys too, because I did some extra stuff after the fact.
Ooh. I like treats.
Me
I
too.
like treats.
So now you have to stick around to the end of the episode and listen to the whole thing for engagement purposes, because there's post-credit scenes.
If we weren't already, because let's be real, the bloopers are really funny.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
There's like 15 minutes of bloopers in this episode.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Because I took bits from the like A and B portions of the episode, and then when we had the whole discussion about Jirachi and whether the thing on its stomach is an eye or a mouth.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I was wrong. Yeah.
I took that whole discussion and just slapped it into the outtakes. I was like, this is important, but it also derailed the entire episode, so let's put it here. Just looking up YouTube videos of Jirachi in Pokemon to me and going, feed it the damn cupcake! 'Cause I don't know what whoever was filming that video was doing, but they were just like, they would very slowly pick out one of the like cupcakes.
That's right.
And then just kind of draw circles around the touchscreen. And I was like, just feed it the damn cupcake.
It was, infuriating.
This episode far and away had the most like outtakes of any episode.
Do you guys think if there was an alternate reality Jirachi, like, you know how like there was like the alternate versions of all the Pokemon in the first movie where all of the Mewtwo Pokemon existed, that it would have the mouth instead of the eye on its stomach, and that's how it would be different? That's the first Q&A of this. I'm stealing your Q&A, Marty.
I don't like that.
It wouldn't be the first time that
I like it.
completely like done a mutiny and stolen my Q&A away from me. You know what? I'm going to write that in my notes.
Please don't. I don't like this.
Oh, it's too late.
No.
Oh no, it's
I'm
in the notes now.
I'm so sorry. No, I'm not.
Oh no, it's canon.
No.
Oh, it's in there now. Oh, season 4 is gonna be crazy, dude. Oh no.
We've been greenlit all the way through season 4.
Oh.
So like season like 37.
I don't think we're doing that many. I think my plan is like 5, maybe 6. 6 in a movie.
Ooh.
There's a community that did that.
Ooh, wow.
I don't know what the movie is yet. But yes, episode 11 marks the end of season 1 of Omens of Ruin. And as such, we reached out to our community for questions.
That's you guys.
Prepare to be questioned.
Ooh.
We sourced these questions from the Bard Rock Network Discord, our own Omens of Ruin Discord, and by extension, our Patreon. Patreon.com/Omens of Ruin. Hey, this episode's going out public. You can hear discussions similar to or exactly like this if you come over to our Patreon and donate 3 clams a month for our Guildmaster tier. That gets you into the Guild Hall after show. Wow, super cool.
Wow.
Wow.
Good sales pitch? I don't know. Wow.
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 Oh, we need a special Owen Wilson tier, apparently, also, because that comes up a lot in not only these, but other content that we've been doing recently.
It's the ow tier.
Wow.
Wow.
It's $100 a month. You get nothing except a recording once a month of us going, wow.
Wow.
That's why it's called the ow tier.
Ow.
It also stands for Owen Wilson.
Ow.
Wow.
Ow.
Okay. Questions from the audience. Magpie asks, has your character grown or developed in ways you didn't expect? Well, I have an answer for one of my NPCs, I guess, to kick things off. I talked about this earlier on, but Nidoking turned into a way different character than I was expecting him to. Because when I had like put NPCs together and started kind of like planning things out, I was like, this guy's going to be kind of the no nonsense, very like leadery type. And when we actually got into the game, he just quickly became this bumbling, almost like low status ish guy who's just like in the wrong position. And I think he became a much better character for it. I really like playing Nidoking because like I can simultaneously be that like super badass like explorer who's like world renowned, but also just be a moron.
Both tropes are very fun characters to exist, but I am glad that Nidoking is the version that he ended up being.
Oh, for sure. Agreed.
It's very endearing for sure.
There was a time early on. I don't remember if it was like from the audience or from you guys, like early on in recording or release of the show, where people were like, "I don't know if I trust this Nidoking guy. I don't get his deal." And I'm like, "Uh-oh, wait a minute."
I can't remember who said that. It might have been me, but that might have just been me not trusting like leadership people from all actual plays I've been in.
That's very fair.
I have an answer for Cass. But I didn't expect that she was going to actually like be involved in running a tea shop so soon. There's like a bunch of poke that ended up in the couch cushions. I literally checked, and so you basically are like part owner now. It's just not a direction I pictured that going. Like I thought maybe one day towards the end it'd be like maybe she'll explore that option. But it's kind of fun imagining balancing a like your own shop and also being an adventurer at the same time. It definitely introduces a new mental balance that I hadn't pictured before for her. So it's pretty fun.
It is very much something like you could see Cass doing like in the epilogue of the show. But I'm like, no, do it now. Figure it out.
I mean, I really like it. I like the extraness that it brings.
Well, I wanted to give you guys like I wanted to give Arcadia City a lot more like features for you guys to like go, oh yeah, we haven't done this in a while. Let's check this out and see what's going on over here. And it kind of serves as like a, hey, if you really don't have any ideas for something new to do during your downtime, you can kind of fall back on X, Y, or Z option.
True.
Which is how the forge and the library also sort of came to be.
It also introduces, in the sense of the tea shop, the ability for us to have more drama now as she has to eventually reconcile with Ira. So
True.
The only ice Pokemon in the entire city.
Yep, that's canon now. There are no more ice types. Well, there might be. You just didn't find any.
Right.
It's a big city.
Only ice type asterisk.
For now.
For now.
For now.
For now.
For wow. All right, I gotta stop.
I'm
just gonna stop recording.
I held back too. I was going to, but I held back. Actual restraint. Character development.
The problem is getting all four of us to show restraint at the same time. I think there's always at least one of us that's like, I can't hold it.
Can't hold back. Ugh.
We all gotta learn to hold the line.
Well, I think in a similar vein to Christina's answer, I didn't expect Silvia to get so into reading.
True.
It makes sense for someone who's trying to look for information about a world that they're unfamiliar with.
Yeah, she kind of turned into a huge nerd out of nowhere.
Yeah, love it. Massive nerd.
Nerd. Who
Nerd.
reads?
Loser.
It's funny because I think I literally said like most of the apprentices in the guild were like, who gives a shit about books?
Yeah. Rude.
And that's why you're Raichu's favorite.
Yeah. Yay!
I said it in the Q&A, so it's not canon yet.
Hey, I brought Raichu tea. So
That's true. Canonically, Cass is Raichu's favorite because she brings him tea. And he doesn't have to pay for it. I don't know what you're going to do to step your game up, Silvia, but you've got some stiff competition.
Well, I'll have to get brainstorming, I guess.
just intercept Cass whenever she's walking in with the tea. I'll take that from you.
It's okay. I got this.
You made this? I made this.
I think for Mal, honestly, I'm trying to think. I always envision her as, of course, being like, a go-getter who likes to really hit things, but I was surprised how much, like, she kind of, like, more into not just, building things, but also kind of, like, being more of a talker and, like, asking questions, kind of like, finding out more about how, like, things work, turns into, like, objects or, like, Pokemon, like the guild, like that sort of thing. And kind of, like, basically, like, question, basically always being curious about her, like, surroundings, pretty much.
For sure. Having Mal always, like, kind of being in charge of, like, the debriefings on missions and just, like, reporting has been a joy. You know how water... There's, like, a lot of it.
You know how water's a lot of it and it's, like, not anymore water,
Cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Mado Homurat asks, were Cass and Mal friends before meeting Silvia, and how long had they known each other? I think we did establish that you guys, like, knew each other when we started.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've had much of a chance to explore the actual relationship between you two. And I'd actually love to talk to you guys at some point about, like, hey, let's, like, flesh this out a little more. Maybe we can do that in season 2. Because there's going to be a lot more Cass and Mal content going on in season 2. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge.
Ayo.
Oh ho ho.
Yeah, I do remember us deciding did we know each other or not beforehand, but it didn't really get fleshed out past that.
Right, yeah. I think at the very least we, like, had, like, some sort of, we're not sure for, like, I want to say probably, like, I want to guesstimate at least a couple of months, because I remember, like, episode 2, I believe, we were, the way we were, like, talking, and we, like, we're talking about, how Silvia was, not from here. We kind of had, like, some sort of familiarity with each other. It's like, hey, what do I do about this? Like, I don't know. Usually I hit things to fix them. I'm like, how do I fix this? It's like,
yeah, and there was
Please don't hit me.
no moment of introduction like, hey, call me Cass, and hey, call me Mal. So it's like clearly they were friendly enough that they were on a nickname basis with each other.
Kenny asks, how did you decide which Pokemon to play as?
Honestly, I'm just a pumpkin spice girl, and I just like Pumpkaboo. So I was just like, I could play a little round Pumpkaboo? Heck yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yes, please.
I didn't look at anything related to stats or moveset or anything. I was just like, pumpkin? Yeah, I'm a little pumpkin guy.
I like Charcadet. I think it's cute. And that is about as far as my decision making went. I did not think about stats, movesets.
You definitely didn't think about stats.
I definitely didn't think about stats, which I will talk about later, I feel, with a later question.
oh my god, wow. How about that?
Wow.
I wasn't going there, but you had to go there.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry. I'm sure.
Wow.
I'll go to timeout.
Get in the corner.
Get in
I'm
the
in
corner. Oh my god, they're actually getting up.
I was just taking a drink of water.
It sounded like movement.
It sounded like movement.
No, I'm too lazy to actually get up. Are you joking?
That's fair. So, Benny, why Tinkatink?
I like Tinkatink.
That's a valid answer.
All of us just like little guys that were
Period.
playing.
Yeah, that's
pretty
literally it. It's like when I like thought about which Pokemon to play. Gen 9 was pretty recent, and I fell in love with Tinkatink and her whole evolution. I'm like, I want to play as her. I want to play as that, and it's like like Hammer. Come on.
Hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly the Pokemon fan base and like overall existence of Pokemon agrees because of the recent release of Pokopia, and they have the the Tink Master. So
Shout outs to Tinkmaster. Thank you for making all my builds take 5 minutes.
Thank you, Tinkmaster. You the best.
you're the real one.
Thank you, Tinkmaster. Very
I
cool.
try. I try.
I will also say, as far as like picking Pokemon to play as, I was very happy when we started kind of like sending out promotional material and like art and stuff of the show, and having people go, "Whoa, these are like not choices I would expect." Because when you hear like a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon fan thing, you're like, "Oh, let's see, are you playing a Riolu? Are you playing a Shinx? Imagine that." So I did give the stipulation like, hey, we want to focus on like newer Pokemon a bit more, just because the original like conceit of the world was like, I want to make a PMD thing that was for like Generation 7, because it was like not long after Sun and Moon came out when I had started making like the world building documents and stuff for all this. And I've talked about this already several times, but when I approached you guys about character creation, I was like, hey, let's pick like Gen 5 and up for characters. And you guys immediately were like, I understand the assignment. Here's 2 Gen 9s and a Gen 6. And I said, sold.
And I said, nice.
And I said, wow.
Colonel. What, Snake? Wow.
Colonel. I'm trying to sneak around.
We have fun here.
We have fun here. You can get this kind of energy back behind the paywall. Patreon.com/Omens of Ruin. How many times can I plug the Patreon in this episode? Start a counter.
Take a shot every time the Patreon is plugged.
Oh no, you're gonna die. Don't do that.
Oh
No!
don't give me that power.
No.
Let's see. We have a follow-up question on this one. Do you think you picked the right Pokemon to play now that the season is over? And if you could, would you pick a different one?
No.
Well.
All answers are valid here.
I do not regret choosing Charcadet. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Do, however, wish I had better stats.
That's fair.
One day you'll evolve. I promise.
Yeah, I think you guys will probably
It's
evolve
okay.
before Cass does too. So one day you'll have way better stats than Cass.
What do you mean? Cass is a powerhouse.
Cass is kind of scary, actually. Yeah. in terms of like combat ability, I think Cass has the best like overall stats in the party.
Which is funny because I remember someone talking about, they were like, "Oh, Pumpkaboo has awful stats." I'm just like, hold that thought.
Well, the thing about Explorers of Fate too is like with the arrays and how the level up system works and how sort of freeform that is, you can kind of make a build with any Pokemon however you want to build them. So you've kind of turned Cass into like a physical monster because your attack stat is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I remember I was making it and I just kept adding numbers and you were on the call with me. You're like, okay, listen, you gotta stop.
I think we have to put a cap. We have to put a cap on stats.
No, I think you told me, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna start throwing really bad NPCs at you guys. I was like, all right, that's fair. That's a fair threat.
Yeah. I was like, the more numbers you add, the more numbers I add.
I was like, my co-Pokemon do not need to die immediately. I'll stop. I also agree. I would not have picked another Pokemon, and think that Cass was the right choice for picking Pumpkaboo. I was always going to pick a little round guy You know,
That was definitely. I think Sfeel was maybe floated.
yeah, I was always gonna be a round boy, genderless boy, BOI. Just so like I had, you can literally look up like Pokemon shape, and I was like going down that list when I was first considering Pokemon. So when I saw Pumpkaboo on that list, I was like, oh heck yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Right?
I guess the only other regret I have is that our Pokemon don't have too many cards in the TCG.
True, yeah.
Yeah, and
I like to collect.
merch too. It's kind of hard to find at the moment.
Yeah.
I've been trying to find a keychain or like someone to design a keychain that has all three of us on it, because I keep seeing people who have like little acrylic keychains with 3 Pokemon, but it's usually like a starter, like evolutionary line, or it's like 3 common Pokemon, like part of a common trainer team. But I haven't been able to find one that you can customize, because I want to make one and put it on a bag.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
just make one out of this art that we have?
Maybe.
That would, maybe you could like encase that in sort of like a resin thing. Like at VGM Con, I bought that little Hollow Knight keychain.
See, that requires
But
me
it's
to
kind
do
of-
the work, though, Marty. I want someone else to do the work for me, and I give them money in exchange for it.
For good
Yeah.
services.
You just have them do it and exchange the money for the goods and the services.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is such good art. I
It is
love
good
this image of the.
I love
of
it
the team.
too.
Shout outs to Cypress, our lovely character artist.
MVP.
So cute.
I like that in
giving-
this art, too, the purple is the different colors on this. I think it's great that
Yes.
that got
I
perfect.
was very like specific about that. I was like, okay, they each have like a purple accent, but it's all different like shades of purple, and they were like, got it.
In the same boat, I do not regret picking Tinkatink as my character again. I love the whole line with Tinkatink. I love what I've crafted with Mal thus far, and I think I think pretty much like all the characters that we created have meshed so well thus far, and I cannot wait to see how further it develops throughout the next season and beyond.
I guess a branch off of that question. Did you guys have any like second string picks? Like I know Christine, we just talked about maybe Sfeel and some other like round-ish Pokemon, but like Sam and Benny, did you guys have any other like, in case this one it doesn't work out, what other options did you like have in mind? I know it's been literally over a year since we built these characters, so maybe that's not fresh in the back of your head, but.
Yeah, I've been like trying to look at my notes and see if I had anything like written down about that, but I can't recall anything about any alternatives. I think maybe Rookity may have been a choice at some point.
Oh, true. We did actually stat out a Rookity character sheet for you for another place that plays this game, which we should get into.
Yeah, I do want to get into that place.
Hey, listeners, if you want to play, go check out the West Marshtomp server.
Yeah.
DM me on Discord. I'll get you set up.
Hit me up, fam.
He'll hook you up.
Ember asks, while world building, did you create a world Bible that you reference back to, or did you keep it all up in your head? I have a very extensive Google document that contains information on the entire world. One day I will share that with you guys when everything's said and done, because the document does have like my entire sort of like layout for how the whole plot's gonna go, so you can't look at that.
No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Oh darn it!
But yes, this document is very old. I wonder if there's like a way for me to tell when it was first made.
Yeah, you were saying that you've been conceptualizing this for ages. Must be old.
Yes. I migrated this from an old document or an old Google account maybe. This document has survived like at least 2 Google accounts.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh my gosh!
That's impressive. That's really impressive. What's the oldest date on
truly.
this current one, though?
2024.
Wow.
Ow.
January of 2024, if that helps. 2.5-ish years. I don't even know what the other Google account would be that this would have been on, but yes, I will share this document one day, but for now it remains close to my chest.
Quick side tangent. So, one of my long time pastimes, ever since like high school, is I like to come up with ideas for my own like Power Ranger series and Kamen Rider series. Namely Kamen Rider, and I have a bunch of like series Bibles, if you will. But some of them they already back in high school that as an adult I'd be able to like flesh out more and more as like like be able to like cook up like more thoughts about like, oh, here are the characters, here are the weapons, here are the riders, that kind of thing. It's been a fun like ride. So the idea of a series Bible like that just kind of it's really cool to see like you have that similar kind of thing with like this show here.
Yeah, because it was, I want to say 2017 or 18 when I first, like, when the first version of this, like, I don't have the exact date on the thing, but I think it was like 2017, 2018-ish time. Editor's note. Hey gang, I just wanted to jump in and say I found the original date of the world building document. It was August 4th, 2018. So by the time of this recording, 8 years ago, like that's crazy. If that gives you any indication of how long I've been thinking about this project. Anyway, back to the episode. So it's
A while.
almost a decade old.
Oh.
My bones, they're turning to dust. Let's move the microphone away from me and point it back at you guys. The community wants to know, what is the most challenging part of playing your character? I'm also interested to know this because you guys make it look so easy.
Oh, thank you. I think for me as a player, like one bad habit that I did have for a while was, a couple years ago with a campaign, and I made the mistake of like, say, writing a lot of backstory for a character. And the problem with doing that is basically, if you do that, you're kind of like left restrained by that backstory. You feel you have to like keep following that. And thus it kind of limits how much your character can grow, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to limit that a lot with Mao, and it does come with, of course, like it's like challenges, mainly like thinking, okay, what can I do in a situation that would be like on character, I guess. But
Yeah.
but I think the fun part about role playing is that you don't have to stick by your character like all the time. You can still do some like out of the ordinary and wacky out of character within reason, without being like too much of a distraction, and still trying to be true to your character and who you think they are. But I think the main thing about role playing, of course, is having fun with the character however way you can. If that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. I think that what you were saying about like not having too much of a fleshed out backstory is kind of the way that I make characters too. Is like I will give them like the barest enough bones to be like, this is what investment they would have in the actual story. Like this is why they're like here in the first place. And then I kind of work retroactively based on choices that I make like in the moment. Like there have been several moments where I've made a decision as a character where I have to stop and be like, what in this character's life caused them to make this decision? And then you kind of get to go backwards from there and be like, oh, here's where the trauma is. Here it is. Let's bring that out.
Oh, that's where it went.
So yeah, I don't have a problem with people who like write super extensive long backstories, but I think it's more fun if you kind of leave it for later when you know more about what you want a character to be.
Yeah.
And I think too, it depends on where a character is coming into a story as well. So I've had to bring a character in once after another character died in a TTRPG, and we were kind of like 3/4 of the way through the show, and so I had to figure out, how do I make a character who's totally different but still somewhat related to this other character, so they can just kind of slide right on in, and not us explain how do you pick up a random person to join this group, because it wouldn't make sense at that point. So I wrote a very extensive several page backstory along with like characterization, like a separate document of characterization for this character, and it ended up being one of the most fun characters I think I've ever played because of that. But we were so far into the campaign at that point that it made sense to have a almost fully fleshed out character with like their own goals to accomplish to join the party. But for this particular character, for Cass, I kind of did the opposite, where I think I might have told Marty at the very beginning, I want to make a character who can kind of slide in to be whatever the party doesn't have. And I won't really get too far into some things for Cass because a lot of stuff's going to be uncovered in further seasons. But part of it meant that I didn't really build out Cass too much other than really likes tea. And so that's actually kind of hard to figure out where those beats and those little knives are going to be for the character. And how dark are we going to get with this character as far as what's the tone that Marty wants for this whole show. And so that's been kind of hard for me. I think I literally messaged Marty like a week or two ago with something that I'd been thinking about since before we started recording that would make sense for the character, and Marty was like, oh, that's perfect. And so yeah, so like literally like that's been one of the hard things, is trying to figure out certain things where it's like it hurts but it's thematically and tonally appropriate.
True.
For sure. I think the way I'm approaching the tone of the show has been like, I want this to be like something. I showed like early clips of the show to my brother before we were even releasing, and he was like, oh, I'm going to show this to my niece. And I was like, oh, I was like, I want this to be a more mature in tone show, but I also want it to be accessible to like parents or like, you know, kids and their parents.
True. I feel like there's a very missing field in actual plays, is kid available shows.
You know, so while I don't want this to be, you know, Saturday morning TVY7 like sanitized content
on 4Kids.
Yeah. I don't want this to be the 4Kids dub of One Piece, but I also don't want it to be like the other pitfall that so many Pokemon fan content like projects fall into. And not that this is like a terrible thing, but a lot of fan content tends to skew towards like the opposite end of that spectrum, where it's like, oh, we're just doing messed up things for the sake of doing messed up things. So like, I want there to be some messed up things in this show, but I don't want it to, I want it to be natural and it feel earned rather than just showing up and being, you know, present for no particular reason.
That's valid. Okay.
Yeah.
But on the topic of backstories, we should talk about Silvia very briefly. Because I feel I've given Sam a very strange assignment with Silvia.
Yes. And that was the point I was going to make for my answer, is that I would say the most challenging part of playing Silvia is the not knowing, not having clarity on who she was or what happened to get her here. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm the kind of person, I sit and I think about my tabletop characters all the time. I make them
same.
I make them Spotify playlists. They have their own Pinterest boards. I have a Pinterest board for every campaign. Like, but I love Silvia. I sit around and I think about her, but it's almost like she's sitting in a void because I don't know, and it's scary a little, but it's also so fun because I never know when Marty's gonna breadcrumb me a little bit of a hint.
Oh, we were just talking about this because I woke up this morning and you had sent me a TikTok.
Yes.
That was the caption was just, your DM won't stop sending you cryptic messages before the D&D session.
Marty sent that to me and said Sam just sent that to me.
Because about a month and a half ago, I DM'd you out of nowhere and I sent you a song. And I said, important song for Silvia. It's not that I won't elaborate. It's that I can't.
And it's haunted me since.
It is that I can't elaborate, but it also is kind of that I won't.
Understand. I understand.
If the listeners want to listen to this song and speculate along with Sam, go listen to the song Hello by Evanescence.
Yeah. On that topic, a little bit of a segue. I went out to karaoke the other night with a friend, and I was like, I put that song on. I was like, this is for Marty.
That's amazing.
I love
It
that.
was Marty.
It's quite the song to put on for karaoke.
It was just me and one other friend in a private room, so it's fine. It's fine.
Fair enough. See, when I think of karaoke, it's just one night a week at the bar and there's like 15, 20 people.
Most of them
Or
are like
it-
in their
Yeah.
50s.
Yeah.
And they're all singing like Johnny Cash and stuff.
Hey, I sang NSYNC
Yeah.
last time I went there.
Heck yeah. I've always wanted to go to one of them like karaoke lounges or whatever.
Oh yeah, me too.
those
Is that
sound
what they're
fun.
called? Yeah, they just don't have them like that around here. There might be one in like Omaha maybe though. I don't know. Not important. What is important is I love just sending you things and going, hey, this is important. Do with that information what you will.
You are the reason I sit and stew and think about Silvia all the time.
Well, I think more things will come to light sooner rather than later. But I also wanted to get some other things squared away before I made like actual judgments on stuff. Because Silvia is this interesting case where I approached you like when the show was starting and was like, hey, how do you feel about me being in charge of the backstory of this character? And you were like, yeah, boss, let's do it.
This is like my dream to have a DM come up to me and ask me that. I'm like, please, let's go. I'm so happy.
And for the other, like, you know, sort of in-universe characters that you'll meet later on, I've given those players like slightly more freedom in what they can do. And I've given them no like other information on anything, but some things that some other, you know, future players have told me, I've been like, that's so interesting that you said that. I'm just going to take this and apply it over here. Don't mind me.
I love stealing.
I love
Taking things.
But yes, I'm very excited to flesh out more of Silvia. I'm very excited to give Cass and Mal more time to breathe and like grow and change and see what happens. And there's just so much like there's so much that I don't even know what's going to happen. And I think that's the like one of the most fun parts is like I know what's going to happen, but I don't know like the minutia, like the small things, the choices that you guys are going to make and how that might affect things. And that's so exciting.
I'm so ready.
Let's see. What is the most challenging part of being the GM, and what is the most challenging NPC you've had to play? The challenging part about being the GM is this is the longest term game. We've done like 11 sessions. This is the longest term game I've ever run, and it's on mic recorded for hundreds of people to view publicly. And like I've been doing actual play stuff for an amount of years now. I haven't kept really track of how long it's been, but I've always been like in the player seat. This is the first time I've GM'd on mic, and it is different. Like you say that and you go like, obviously, you moron, it's going to be different. But like there's just a different skill set that I've had to develop over time that it really took me several episodes to like get into the groove of, in addition to the sort of like what happened at the beginning of this recording. Like you just get that sort of excitement and jitteriness and all that, and it kind of bleeds into the game. So you have to like take a minute to like sort of reground yourself and just be like, okay, we're in it. We're going to play the game. We're going to get stuff done, and then we're going to go crazy about it. It's been a strange learning process in a game that I was completely unfamiliar with. I picked out Explorers of Fate because it was like one of the first things that came up when I searched PMD TTRPG. Mm-hmm. And basically learned it kind of with you guys. So there was a lot of like sort of immediate pressure to like learn the system and figure out how to be an entertaining GM on mic and like run a game with this world. And thank goodness like I planned the story out like 7 or 8 years ago. Mm-hmm. Because if I was like trying to lay out the tracks as we were going, like as quickly as we were going so early on, I stuff would have crashed and burned, I think, a lot quicker. As far as challenging NPCs, I think the most challenging NPC was definitely Ira. Because Xtina and I talked very early on about how the relationship between Cass and Ira was going to sort of play out in the beginning. And I'm like, yeah, let's be mean to each other. And then I was mean to you once. And I went, I hated that. I hated doing that.
I'm just like, no, be meaner.
So that was very like a moment of like, oh, I need to work on this a little more. Like I need to work on being okay with being mean and knowing that we're still having fun.
I love giving my GMs knives to throw at my characters. It's so fun.
Here, they're sharp too for you.
Yeah, I sharpened it. It's nice and pointy.
Just for you. So Ira had very few appearances after that because I was like, okay, I need to make sure I'm mentally ready to play this character. And the one or two like other speaking like times that she showed up, she didn't interact with Cass at all. Mm-hmm. Because like I think the only other time she spoke was when she spoke to Silvia in the cafeteria that time.
Sylvia was eavesdropping.
I wasn't eavesdropping. I was having a meal in the dining hall.
It wasn't present.
Yeah.
You just ate really fast.
Yeah.
I eat fast. Cinema. Let's see. A branch off from that question for me, I guess. Do you have any Pokemon you would play if you weren't the GM? The beauty of this show is you get to see all those characters because I have no shame and I just go, here's all my little guys. They're in here too now. So Beryl is a PC of mine. Valor, who shows up in the post-credits scene, is a PC of mine. Are there other PCs of mine that might show up later? The answer is obviously yes. I like my little guys. Question from Serzel. Has this been your favorite TTRPG system to play? And if not, which is your favorite, or which ones do you recommend?
Ooh.
I will be the first to say I like this system. I think Rook is doing a fantastic job so far making it. I do think it needs some tweaks. I think there are a few things here and there that I'm like, oh, this is either isn't in the book or is not worded the best, but it is an in-progress game. So I give it that grace in that regard. And, who knows what the game will look like by the time the show's over. We've kind of almost started branching off into our own mod or patch of the game. But yeah, I do like this system. As far as other systems that I've played that I really like, Powered by the Apocalypse stuff is always really good. I'm a big fan of Monster of the Week. You can see me over on the network's Monster of the Week show, Monster Cafe. Obviously, I've always been a big, I started on D&D, as I'm sure most of us here did.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of cool TTRPGs out there. This one is a lot of fun, and I am excited to see how it gets tweaked and improved in the future. Because as far as like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games specifically are concerned, I think this one is my favorite that I've played, because I've tried one or two others and they were both like way too crunchy. So I think this one was the best fit for our show, because it is like it has a little bit of crunch to it, but not as much as some of these other systems do.
Right, yeah.
I feel like I'd largely agree with that. I really like this game, this particular like tabletop game, but there are moments where I'm just like, I feel like this is missing from the rulebook, or there's a little gap here, like with our what was it, the orb in that combat, the stun orb.
The petrify status.
Yeah, she's like, whoops, that doesn't actually exist. Oopsies.
That's not in the game yet.
But I'm also the kind of person where if there's a way to break a game, or if there's something that's not going to exist, I will accidentally stumble upon it, probably, because that's just how my brain works. I definitely like D&D. A lot of people find it really crunchy, but for me, it's like right in that perfect space of this is just crunchy enough for my brain, where I like to strategize in games, so it has enough crunch where I can strategize really well while still getting to be a little like roleplay gremlin. So I mean, just because I don't have a lot of experience with too many systems, it's really up there. A really roleplay heavy game that I've gotten to play that I absolutely adore, and I feel like not a lot of people know about it because it is pretty indie, is one called World of Wildrevere. Wildrevere is Wildrvir, and it's you make up your stats. So you have a dice pool setting, so like your D4, D6, D10, D12, D20, and you assign your stat. It can literally be anything. So like my spouse, when we all played with the creators of Wildrevere back over the pandemic, as like a little like promo thing that ended up never going out, he made what was it, Fighter of the Night Man, like literally just those song lyrics, Master of the Sun, like he literally went down that entire song and all of them were assigned to a stat, and he was like, I don't know how I'm going to use these, but I am. And he managed to use every single one of the lines in this little like adventure we went on. It was crazy. But it's just really open-ended, really fun. It's meant to be like kind of like a little adventure thing, and it's got a lot of magic, but there's lots of different settings that are some are a little bit more mystical than others. So I'd recommend checking them out. They're really fun. I also, of course, I think I like a lot of the Evil Hat games and other styles like that. Thirsty Sword Lesbians is really fun. I like that one too. I haven't gotten to play it very often, but I've run it a few times. I can't think of any others, but I know there's a few others I played. D&D encompasses a lot of my playing.
Same.
Yeah, D&D, of course, was when I got my start. That I've been like playing TTRPGs like since 2018. Mainly, of course, it's been like 5e, and I think it's been a good like starting point for me. It's like has mechanics that for me are easy to understand, even though I chose wizard, which is one of the more like complex like classes at first.
Yeah.
But hey, I adapted. But besides that, I do like this system. Obviously it still has some kinks here and there, but it's still a fun like system, and that's still a work in progress. But it's pretty interesting though to be able to play a like a system like this like as it's still kind of being developed. So it's pretty interesting to be a part of that, and also be able to like do a show with the system, like, kind of put more awareness to it as well. So that's a pretty good like opportunity for it.
We are, I believe, the only Explorers of Fate podcast so far.
Ooh.
I haven't found any others.
All right, so you got to put the original in every like tagline for your for
The OG.
Yeah.
But besides that, I haven't like had too much experience with other RPGs. I have played things like Monster Week. I played a little bit of that in a one shot years ago. I did like that. I played Teen in Space last year for a Power Rangers themed one shot stream. And of course, I still have a bunch of like source books that I still want to try and play, like things like Blaze in the Dark, Scamandoni, Girl by Moonlight, the Sailor Moon kind of deal, etc. So, and that's kind of why I even like signed up for this in the first place. That I wanted to experience like more systems and kind of like see how I can kind of see what more how to kind of go about like kind of like see like what systems they can have to offer in terms of how they can make you like strategize, how they can make you like role play, kind of like basically expand your horizons, like how you can experience TWGs.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do enjoy this system. I think for me I don't want to bag on anything. I love this system. The most annoying part for me though is when I DM my home game of Explorers of Fate. Every time I ask someone to roll a dice, and they're like, "Which ones are the D10 and the D100 again?" I don't know why my table is always so confused about it, because you roll the same dice for everything, which I think
That's
is a
true.
real boon. I think it's a real boon that you pretty much have the one die for everything, for mostly everything.
I like getting to roll percentile die. I feel like you don't get to do it much in other games. And there was talk briefly of them like changing EOF to be a D20 based system, and I was like, no.
No.
Yeah, I like the way it is right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Gives it like some like makes it very unique.
Yeah. It's what's the other? Is it? I think it's Warhammer. That's
yeah, with
D100 based.
It is.
Like the Warhammer RPG specifically.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or there's something like akin to Warhammer that I'm thinking of, but I don't know. I like cheering when we roll single digit numbers. I think that's just funny.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Like you want to roll low, and it's just wild.
Yeah, it's so different in that way. And yeah, it's just the actual act of rolling is so unique for the system, because you want to roll low. You're rolling primarily the percentile die, and that, I don't know, maybe as someone who's played mostly like D&D 5e, that's really fun for me.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, most of my experience with tabletops has been Dungeons and Dragons, but I did also play a little bit of, I think it's Savage Worlds at one point.
Oh, I've always been interested in that.
It was fun. I remember enjoying the system quite a bit, and I felt like it was easy to apply to different settings, because D&D is very much fantasy, whereas Savage Worlds I feel worked really well for the different one-shots I was playing it in. Like there's like a 1920s gangster one that was fun.
Ooh, we
Tabletops
can't
are
forget
good.
what is it? The Grannies, the 3 Grannies game. I don't know if anyone else has played that one. That one's really fun too.
What?
It's ringing a bell.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try to find it really quick. That one's really fun too. I really like that one. Actually, my other podcast, I'm on Agents of Damned, we did a one shot that we recorded that's on our feed of the Grannies. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
Lewd
Just had,
Grannies.
like a brain
Lewd
blast.
Grannies, that one. That one's really fun too if no one's ever played it. It's like a 1-page RPG. It's so wild. You're like trying to fulfill your vice at a wedding. And so you're just like, you roll out your granny and try to figure out what your granny's trying to do. And mine was just trying to find some fun plants the entire time.
Wink.
Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
beautiful. That is.
I love that.
That's great.
Yeah, that was a fun one too. If no one's ever checked out Lewd Grannies, not necessarily one that's friendly for kids. So if any of the kids are listening, you're not allowed to play it. But
You'll understand when you're older.
Yeah, exactly.
But the good news about that discussion means we have so many games we can check out for one-shots for bonus content.
True.
I can play. I don't have to GM those.
I'm actually in the process of working on a one-shot for my pals. It's called it's like a one-page RPG called Radical Spin. It's a Sonic-themed TTRPG system. So mayhaps I can run that for y'all one shot.
Please. Pretty please.
Interesting timing, considering you guys were watching me play Sonic Adventure 2 literally before we started recording.
You know, right?
Oh, you guys. We have so much we can do. This is so exciting to think about. But the question on everybody's mind, when is season 2 coming out?
yeah, Marty,
Tomorrow.
what is it?
Yeah.
It's right now. It's out now.
We're pulling a Sega Saturn. It's out right now.
Omens of Ruin 2. If Omens of Ruin was so great, where's Omens of Ruin 2?
Wait.
He's dodging the question.
I am dodging the question because I don't have an answer yet. We are a couple of sessions into season 2. If it's the same amount of episodes as season 1, it'll hopefully be out at the same time as season 1, so like January of next year. But I think this season is going to be, I think season 2 is going to be a decent amount longer. And I don't want to start releasing a season unless it's like ready to go. Because we had a couple episodes, like especially 10 of this season, that was not done before it was like supposed to come out. And public release, we held, like, we missed every deadline. No, we hit every, like, scheduled release date, but episode 10, like, was almost a week late on the Patreon feed, which, it's, you know, I suppose neither here nor there. Like, people were still happy that the episode even came out at all, but I don't want to, like, have to scramble to get an episode done.
Fair.
So that said, my hope is that we'll like be back early next year, depending on how much we can get recorded. I think we're in a good spot where we'll be doing a lot of recording, and I'm, you know, training up, you know, Benny and Sam to help with the editing load. So I think we'll get a good rhythm going, and we'll be able to put more out or get more done more quickly. But I don't want to make any like hard and fast promises yet. Just know that it's coming and we're working on it. But in the meantime, we're not going to leave you high and dry over on our Patreon, patreon.com/Omens of Ruin.
Oh my gosh! Wow!
Wow! I'm planning, and we'll see if we can actually hold to this plan or not. We're gonna at least try to do one thing per month on the Patreon, so it's like you're still getting content that you're paying for every month instead of going months without like getting anything and just giving us money for no reason.
If you want to do that, sure, you know.
If you want to do that, that's up to you, but I would feel bad giving you nothing. So we've been kind of talking about, you know, things that we want to do as bonus content, and that is run the gamut. I think the first thing we've done that I guess I can leak because it'll be out sooner rather than later, I imagine. We're doing a little Let's Play of Pokopia, and that will be exclusively on Patreon. But other than that, we'll be doing some bonus episodes. Hey, we have a bunch of ideas for games we can play for one-shots.
True.
If
Wink,
you guys
wink.
have one-shot adventures that you want to run and I can play, we can work that out. We can do some canon stuff. That'd be cool. We could do... I mean, we talked about this already. We're media reviews. Like I had the thought like, hey, we should read the Pokemon Adventures manga and talk about it.
Yeah.
Or just like any other like bonus sort of content. We could do a playthrough of a Mystery Dungeon game, since I don't think Christina has played many of them.
Yeah, I've only played a few of them.
Oh my goodness.
Because, now, I will say, I've only played a few of them because I keep dying and losing all my stuff, and then it makes me sad and angry, so I have to put the game down.
Oh, I feel
You are
that.
so
That's
real
valid.
for that.
That being said, we have a lot. We have a lot of ideas for what we're going to do in the off season, but we are still going to be working on the show, and I'm hoping to bring it to you as soon as possible. It'll be out when it's out. That's the best I can say. Do you guys have any questions?
I think I have a
that you wanna
question.
ask? We have a question from Benny. Benny asks,
So you might have talked about this during the like the first like guild hall or something like that, but I kind of wanted to just ask this in case if it's not too much trouble. So how'd you like pick us for your cast? How'd you go about that?
I'm very happy to tell this story again because this might sound overly sentimental. I feel like I hit the jackpot with you three.
Aw.
So Christina, I made Christina fill out the casting call as kind of a formality. But I knew that she was gonna be included in the cast as a player because we work well together. We have a prior history of doing projects together, and we're friends and we work well together. And then Sam, when I found Sam's submission, I was like, this is perfect, but they don't have like what was the microphone that you had?
Oh,
at the
it was
time?
just don't. It was just the the microphone that's on my Razer Kitty Kraken headset.
So I was like, everything else about your submission was like, oh, this would, like, they would be so perfect to be at the table. I just need to see if I can convince them to upgrade their audio just a little bit. So I messaged you, and you were like, absolutely, I'll do it 100%. And I was like, you're in.
Amazing.
And I reached out to Benny as well, and I was like, hey, I think you'd be a good fit for the cast. It was this perfect mix of prior podcasting experience and game knowledge and just a willingness to learn between the three of you, that I was like, okay, these three are going to be perfect on paper. We'll see how it goes when we actually sit down and record. And then we recorded episode 1, and I don't know if you guys have gone back and listened to episode 1 recently. The chemistry, like, I've never had a table that has hit it off like with that level of chemistry from the jump like that. Like, we had met one time before we played, like recorded an episode, and I'm still like infinitely impressed about how well like the four of us came together and made that first episode as good as it was.
I'm so glad that it worked out. I gotta be honest, as soon as I got into the call, I was like shaking from nerves the whole time.
Aw.
I was so
I mean, me too.
worried. I was so worried, like, I don't know, maybe I'd make it awkward or something, but everything just went so well and I had so much fun.
Yeah, I was the same way because like prior to our first session, like that was like the first time I be able to like play anything really like in a couple of years. So I was kind of like I guess like out of practice out of sorts. But again, like once we started role playing and using combat, and everything just started feeling like natural, like almost instantly. And like that first session like made me like feel really good about, okay, yeah, this is gonna be a great like campaign with great people.
Yeah.
100%. There was that little bit of fear in the back of my head before we started, where I was like, okay, we're gonna like meet for the first time, and it's gonna be like kind of just at a distance exchanging pleasantries, and things are going to be awkward for a little bit, but we're either going to like mesh well together over time, or we're going to learn very quickly that this table doesn't work, and then like we're going to be like stuck in some weird limbo. And neither of those things happened. We just got together and like got past those nerves and just played, and it turned out the way it turned out, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know.
It's the needle in the haystack of tables.
For real.
It really is. Like, and you know, I feel like sometimes I say that and it's like just being nice. I like more than any other time, I 100% mean that. Like, you guys have been an absolute honor to get to know and to play with, and I am so excited to do more.
Guys.
I like you guys, man. I don't know, man.
Aw.
Don't make me cry on recording.
Yeah, that's for later in the show. Sorry.
Wait. Something about crying late in the show. What?
Oh yeah. I think I said it. I think I said it earlier, but I listened to the partners moment in the show, and like hearing the track and knowing what's coming later, like makes me upset.
You're evil. You're
I'm-
sick
yeah.
and twisted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any other stuff you guys want to ask?
When one-shot orb.
Never. It's I've taken it out of the game.
No, it's still in there. It's in the like the item book.
Nope. It's gone now.
No, it's right there. See?
No.
Marty
I took it out.
opened it up in Google and then just hit delete.
It said inspect element. Control F, one shot orb.
Aw.
It's gone now. What a stupid item. Why would you want that?
Oh, I guess I do have a question. A question for Marty, I guess.
Uh-oh. He's not here.
You're
Can
in
I take a
trouble.
message?
Uh-oh.
Can I take
no.
a message? I didn't do it.
My question is, has there been a moment in any of the episodes where you planned something out and the choices we made just completely derailed your plans?
Ooh, good question.
Good question. Good question.
I think the boring answer is no. But that is because since we're very early on in the show so far, I've kind of been very intentional with how I've been placing you guys on rails. That will go away the longer we play together and the longer we like get to know each other more, I feel. But it being a combination of me being like new to the show and also me knowing like pretty much entirely like almost every mission that will take place between now and the end of the show. It's going to be difficult to knock me off the path that we're on. And I don't want to say that in a way that's like you guys are on rails and there's no escape, because there are things that you can, still do.
Yeah.
But, the events that are in motion will continue to stay in motion. Whatever method you use to go about stopping said things that are in motion is up to you. Barring some crazy, insane thing that happens later on down the line, I don't see there being much to do that will make me like rip out pages of my notebook.
Fair
All right.
enough.
All right, Benny, you gotta have
Nice.
Mallet start knocking down some more trees then.
All right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Picking
All
up
right.
more rocks.
And see, the thing is, like, you guys sit there and go, "You are evil. You're a twisted man." But I let you guys knock down that tree, and it did so much damage to Ursula.
Yeah.
Like,
Everyone say
I
thanks,
promise.
Marty.
Thanks, Marty.
Thanks, Marty.
I promise, as mean as I pretend to be, I'm really not that mean. Like, I will make a choice, and then you guys will go, "What the heck?" And I'll go, "Just kidding. Here's a golden seed. I love you." I'm not gonna sit there and say there's no room for things to like radically shift what happens, but the antagonists are there. The plot will be what the plot will be. The paths that you take to get there might change, and I think that might be, I don't know if that's controversial or not, but I the way that I approach the way that I found that I want to approach actual play is like we're playing a game, but we're also telling a story first and foremost. So, you know, I want there to be like a cohesive story while still giving you guys the opportunity to like make choices on your own and have that agency within those bounds. Because the second you get too sandboxy with an actual play, it starts to kind of lose its focus, I find. I don't know if fellow, you know, actual play veteran necessarily agrees with me on that, but
no, I feel like that's pretty true.
Yeah. It's like it's important to have like, you know, like good like general like, you know, like I guess like path, you know, how to get to point A and point B, but it's up to like, you know, you allow the players to kind of, you know, like determine, you know, what direction that path like goes.
Yeah, there is a point A and there is a point like Z, and then, you know, there's all the other letters in between, but there's like a million paths in between each letter.
I guess that's another one of the challenges of being a GM is, you know, balancing those two aspects of having the cohesive story and having the freedom.
And Mystery Dungeon, you know, in those sort of interim points between major story beats, has like those, oh, you know, go on the job board. And, you know, you can pick from like 8 or whatever different jobs. I have a job in real life. I don't want to have to plan to make 8 different missions and see which one you guys are going to go on.
Yeah, exactly.
Real.
Hey, if you subscribe to patreon.com/Omens of Ruin, maybe one day I don't have to have a job and I can make all those missions.
Yay!
Yay!
Anything else for the good of the order before we wrap up? Benny and Sam both asked a question. I don't know if Christina, if you have any that haven't been answered yet.
Oh, I asked mine earlier.
Oh, that's right. You staged it immediately. You know, we've been going for a good while. This is longer than some of our actual episodes.
I know, right?
But it's just fun to sit and like just have casual chat with you guys. I don't know. That's part of the beauty of this table, I think, is like we can just sit and talk like this and not be like pure business all the time.
Right, yeah.
I've been in tables like that, and it's like, okay, I like playing with you guys, but I don't feel like I know you as people that well.
You guys rock.
All that to say, yeah, you guys are cool. I like you guys, man.
We like you too, Marty.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for our Q&A for Season 1 of Omens of Ruin. Thank you all to everybody who asked questions, either on our Discord or the Bard Rock Network Discord or patreon.com/Omens of Ruin. Subscribe now. We'll be back with Season 2 when it's done. But in the meantime, we'll have a bunch of bonus content for you and special drop at the end of the episode. We'll have some special episodes, which will cover what's going on elsewhere in the world away from Team Firecracker. So be on the lookout for those.
Ooh.
I might, maybe we shove a little clip in here from one of those. Here it is. This tale begins on the continent of Anradalta, a mountainous region in the northeastern corner of our world. As we zoom in a little farther, we find ourselves in the tiny village of Tumbletown. This is a very small settlement nestled next to the mystery dungeon known as the Tumble Hills. This is where a lot of young adventurers come to learn at one of the smaller guilds. And it's usually a very quiet town, but today there is a bit of a ruckus going on as a certain Riolu is being chased through the town by a Grafii. Dimitri, if you'd like to describe your character.
Well, there's not too much to describe. Like most Riolu, Quentin is rather obsessed with training himself, looking forward to the Lucario that he'll be someday, big, strong, powerful. In his case, he came to Tumbletown because he wants to be an adventurer, like many people who come to Tumbletown, I would imagine. He is not necessarily the best at keeping himself out of trouble, as you can probably guess.
I would argue that it is more accurate than ever, as you're being chased by this Grafai who, about a day or two ago, you had caught attempting some petty thievery from the local general store and called him out, and he was caught and gave his stolen goods back, but the look he gave you lets you know that he was not going to take this lying down. Unfortunately, the local police force, just one lone lazy Makuhita, let him go with a slap on the wrist because he couldn't be bothered to do much else. So now today, you are being chased by Grafai out of town. And as you two run through the small buildings and little huts, he goes, "Quentin!
Yeah, that's my name.
You get back here!"
No.
You know what? We're gonna let's start rolling some dice. What skill should I have you roll here?
This is a little off topic, but I am imagining that Quentin is running backwards while he's calling back to the Grafai.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I love that. I'll send the clip to you guys later.
Here it is. Silence.
Here it is. Let's see. Are we good? Are we good for a guild hall sign off? Christina, do you got something ready to go?
Oh, no, I don't. Sorry.
We can all say "wow" again.
Yeah, it's true. See, that'll do it for this episode. We'll see you next time.
Wow.
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 Patreon.com/Omens of Ruin. Patreon.com/Omens of Ruin. Patreon.com/Omens of Ruin.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, that's it. Cut it.